excellent run blocker.
And the way the sun is hitting right now, it's right where the Chargers are operating on offense, and Dobbins fights his way.
Team at every position, physically. And the first two plays give an indication of what they want to do.
Shotgun, fake the handoff, a rocket. Ladd McConkey, one of the top rookies in the NFL here in LaGrange, Texas. Fake the handoff. Herbert, a threat to run. He will throw. He leads Tucker Fisk perfectly. First down grab. Herbert, play action. Flip it underneath. Disley makes his move upfield. Gets hit hard right at the line to gain by Alshire.
There's Matlock right there.
On a give. Dobbins could not spin away. Fatukasi makes the stop for Houston. Field goal attempt for Cameron Dicker. And it's good. AFC.
Up to 40 times.
He said he was grateful for the Valleys this year. He grew as a player and a person. He throws, and that ball jarred loose after the grab by Mechie. The Chargers jump on it. Houston turns it over. First play from scrimmage. Derwin James, as usual, right in the middle of the fray. Dobbins back in for LA. Line of scrimmage at the 22. Fake the handoff. Herbert in trouble, and he is dumped. Will Anderson Jr.
Can the Texans capitalize now on the drop?
Dime package for Houston. Herbert throws it. Cut curl by Chark. And he's dropped at the 21-yard line. This is a 39-yard attempt for Cameron Dicker. He nails it. This is a 3rd and 7 for Houston. They got to get their defense some rest. A first down would help. Out of the pocket, Stroud throws, nearly intercepted. Sliding attempt by Henley. Shotgun for Herbert. Rush coming. Again he's hit, and that one is incomplete. Will Anderson Jr. shot out of a cannon. 4th down.
They've been under a lot of pressure early, and they're weathering the storm.
J.K. Scott, and it's blocked. The ball does bounce at the 46 and takes a roll for L.A., so it's going to end up working out for the Chargers. D'Angelo Ross, I'm not sure you could time that any better.
Remember, we saw that with New England with Schooler on that motion to go block a kick.
Ball is at the 28-yard line for Houston. Stroud, perfect timing. Stroud lays it in there for Schultz. First down.
The ball out of his hands quickly, get it to a receiver so they can create yards downfield.
Troy Dye is in at linebacker for the injured Perriman. That ball is on time to Robert Wood in his 5th season in the NFL. 2nd and 10. Stroud steps up. Stroud is brought down at midfield by Joey Bosa. Loss of 5, 3rd and 15 now for the Texans. Final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Nickel package for LA. Stroud, another quick hitter. It's Schultz. Stood up and dropped at the 41-yard line.
They're playing better. You got to hold Los Angeles in here.
Fake it. Throw. What precision to Ladd McConkey. McConkey, 82 catches, 1,149 yards, 7 touchdowns in its rookie year. Herbert, connection made. McConkey. So bang, bang, Herbert to McConkey. 3rd and 4. Trying to convert. Herbert, tall in the pocket, and juggled. Looked like he dropped it. Quentin Johnston, that's been an issue for him in the past. Incomplete. 3rd down and long. Stroud hangs in there. A floater. Intercepted on the sideline. Dean Leonard with the pick. Houston's offense is out of sorts. So the Chargers take over. 11:39 to go in this first half. Out of the pocket. Herbert dials it up across his body, and that one's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. So the Texans take over at the 10. New life for Houston. Catch made. Nico Collins, the long strides out near the 25-yard line.
If they can finish.
The hit there by Gilman. Stroud under pressure, and Stroud is taken down. Khalil Mack. And now it's 3rd and 18. Dime package here for the Chargers. Stroud, deep drop. Lets it fly. Hits his man Mechie, but it's going to be well short of a first down. Derwin James helps make sure he wasn't getting anywhere near the marker. Neither team has converted on 3rd down so far. Herbert in the pocket. Oh, he's got a howitzer of an arm, and he hits McConkey. First down. Herbert steps up, gets rid of it. Incomplete. Robert Woods waiting at the 9. Scott gets it off cleanly. Over the head of Woods, bounces in the air, and then rolls all the way down to the 1. 3rd and 4 now for Houston. Stroud gets rid of it and hits Nico Collins for a first down.
Khalil Mack could make us 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
Good point. 2nd and 7. Stroud. That's another quick one to Mechie. They've been limited to 87 yards of offense. Oh, the ball is free. Scooped up by Stroud. Circles, throws, complete on a busted play. Hutchinson. Just like they drew it up. 1:57 to go, first half. 6-0 Chargers. Stroud lets it fly. It's complete. Nico Collins. Just short of the 10. Stroud laces it. Touchdown! Nico Collins! Texans on the board. And a chance to take the lead. 13 plays, 99 yards, and they cap it off to the Pro Bowler.
Notice the formation. Everyone to the right. Nico Collins on the backside, the nub end of the formation, to give him a chance to maneuver by himself. And what have we seen throughout the first half? Quick throws into the middle of the defense.
Might have had a little something going. Rush coming. Herbert gets out of there. Throws on the move. Another deep shot. And that one taken off the ground by Johnston. On 2nd down, Stroud steps up. Stroud will tuck and run. Stroud, big gain. C.J. Stroud takes it into Los Angeles territory.
As long as you take care of the football.
2nd and 5. Throws it over the middle. Catch is made by Woods. 9 yards. Weak snapper. Townsend holder. 41-yarder. He nails it. Stroud uncorks it. It's caught by Collins. Nico Collins, huge play. Brought down inside the 25. Stroud has done it again. And Charles, that is now 5 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown for the Pro Bowler Nico Collins.
He was going to throw it.
Yeah, Mixon thought about it, and then he loses the ball. Flags fly. Mixon has done that before. In fact, he did it in the Super Bowl. The Chargers have it. Tony Jefferson, the veteran, comes away with it, but now they've got to sort out the penalty. Initial look, it appears to be against Houston.
Holding. Offense. That penalty's declined.
3rd Houston turnover of the day. Fake the handoff. Herbert in the pocket. Step and throw. He delivers it on time to Ladd McConkey. And a flag down. A 2nd flag. Looked like a face mask.
Your bodies to try and create more space for these backs.
Shotgun, inside handoff. Edwards head of steam, and he is popped. Al Shire, clean hit. Hassan Haskins is in there. They would be looking at a 52-yard field goal try for Dicker. Herbert to throw it. He does, but it's short. Caught by Johnston, tackle made by Stingley, and the Texans take over. 9 of 22 for 114 yards and a pick. Second down and 4. Fake the pitch. Stroud works it to Collins. First down. First down, Stroud in the pocket. Step, short throw, caught by Stover. Another Houston first down. Remember, in that first half, 7 straight completions for C.J. Stroud. Mixon cutting it to the outside, a stiff arm, and works the perimeter for a first down. Gilman there to greet him. They're backed up to the 24. Stroud, step and throw, lofts it up, and it's snagged by the Chargers. Intercepted by Derwin James, and James is running with the football, looking for blockers, and James gets hit down low at the 40. We have had a turn of events here in Houston. The play that Derwin James made the interception, as they looked at it again, determined that he did not survive the ground.
See, the ball's already starting to work its way free. See how it's out of his arms right there? And then it hits the ground without him clearly possessing it and having firm control.
We are under 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Dime package, Stroud throws, hits his man, and tackle made. And the kick is good. He believes they've learned from it, and so far the results have shown that. 3rd and 6. Herbert slammed down. The veteran Danico Autry. And we've seen some more of Dean Leonard as well. Shotgun on 3rd and 9. Going through his progressions. Catch made by Collins, but tackled immediately on the play. Herbert, pump, throw, intercepted! Eric Murray, pick 6, touchdown Texans!
And the ball stayed high. And because it did, Ladd McConkey can't get up and get it.
20 seconds, 2-0.
But Eric Murray does.
2nd down and 8 for Los Angeles. Herbert's pass is caught by McConkey for a first down.
They're enjoying the heck out of what they're seeing.
AFC South champions for the 2nd straight year, 8th time overall. Play action. Herbert dials it up and makes the connection with McConkey. Chargers moving quickly, sidearm, intercepted off the deflection by Stingley. Stingley down the sideline, tackled inside the 15. And on a broken play, C.J. Stroud, that seemed to trigger everything. Stroud tossed down by Mack. 30-yard attempt. Fairbairn drills it. Justin Herbert-like numbers. 12 of 27, 147 yards. No touchdowns, 3 picks. Rushes on, and Herbert gets crushed by Anderson.
Have people on them.
2nd and 17, it's going from bad to worse. Mario Edwards Jr. gets his shot on the quarterback. 4th sack of the game for the Houston D. Herbert steps up, throws it in the air, catch made, McConkey breaking away. McConkey takes it all the way for the touchdown. 86 yards. And a shot in the arm for the Chargers offense.
Probable throw of the game. The first was C.J. Stroud in the first half off the fumble and hitting Hutchinson. Here, rips it right down the middle. Coverage is there with Bryant, but they don't get him on the ground. Bullock takes the wrong angle.
Extra point. Dicker. It gets popped up in the air. Dicker knocks it away and gets clubbed on the play. And they've got it running with it. D'Angelo Ross taking it all the way for 2.
Conversion, successful 2-point conversion by the defense.
Thank you, Gene. That jump cut by Mixon gives Houston a first down. This would be a 23-13 game. Mixon. The hole opened up. Mixon. 3rd down and 10. 6 straight runs for Mixon. They're going to throw for it with Stroud, or is he going to run for it? He will! Stroud rolled down right at.
This is why you brought Mixon here.
They got it. C.J. Stroud does it himself.
And rightly so. All this game was put on his shoulders, and he's responded.
This has been Joe Mixon time. Oh, a nasty stiff arm by Mixon. Stays in bounds. It's a run from Mixon. He'll come up short. 4th and 1. It's Mixon. 1st down and more. Mixon hits the pylon. Touchdown, Texans.
Said his parents make every game. How proud are they right now?
Herbert, deep shot, picked off. 4th of the day for Houston. Derek Stingley, his 2nd. The Texans advance with a 32-12 victory over the Chargers. The 4 seed is moving on in the NFL playoffs.